Hello, you're welcome to the third edition of the Governor Explains. It is a program designed for the Governor of Bayelsa State, Chief Timipre Sylva, to explain government policies and programs. I will not be doing the interview alone. I have my colleagues here with me. First is Kola Oredipe from FRC, and Kola, you're welcome.
Thank you.
We also have representing the indigenous publishers. We have Francis Dufua. Francis.
Good evening.
My name is Opoy Karediongoli. Your Excellency, you're welcome to this interview program.
Thank you.
The last time we talked about the minimum wage issue, and you told us that you set up a committee to look into the issues. What is the situation right now? Have they been able to submit their report?
Well, right now, the only problem we have is the national benchmark. We need to get things finalized only after we've heard from the national. It's the national minimum wage, it's not Bayelsa minimum wage. So we have to synchronize whatever we're doing with what is happening national. And as yet, we haven't gotten that final detail from the national. So we're still where we were when as I said, we are ready at any time to pay the wage. We just not want to go on
to go solo.
Exactly. So we're waiting for what's happening nationally.
Okay, let me just quickly take you back again. We also asked that some of your commissioners have not been appointed at that time, but as we speak now, I'm sure the cabinet is fully constituted.
Yeah, the cabinet is fully constituted.
But some questions were asked. Why did it take you so long to try to get the cabinet in place?
But I explained already during the inauguration of the commissioner that it took me some while because I had to do wide-ranging presentations. And of course, when somebody recommends someone to you, you also need to do some due diligence because having run government for some time now, you have some experience, and you know that you don't want to make any mistake or picking anybody that you know not be able to do the job. In the past, we had cases where commissioners really, some of them really best for the job because the recommendation of the team. So this time we had to do due diligence on all the recommendations that we got. I believe very seriously, very strongly that I have a strong team.
Yeah, before my colleague Kola will come in, recently there were some elders that met in Yenagoa here, and one of their recommendations was that you need to have a performance evaluation index for the commissioners. I don't know how you see that. How do you look into that?
Oh, I agree, but that's it's not something you can set up so quickly. We have to look at it. We've already, I actually measure their performance all the time because they work for me and for the government. So I do that already, but the SSG also, as the Secretary to the government, also kind of performance tracking. And I think it's a very good suggestion, and we're taking that on board. And we have not really set it up, but it's something that I take on board.
Okay, Your Excellency. My question will say border on the new ESCO constituted. There has been some complaint from various quarters that some person that you appointed into the cabinet are seen to not to have worked for you in the last elections. Maybe possibly that they are in the opposition, and some of your very good friends are not comfortable with this development.
I agree. I mean, not everybody works for me, but when you come to appointment, you must grow up who works for you. You want to know who can really do the job. And in this case, that is what I consider. And of course, politics is about winning people as well. We also need to bring more people on board, so we are also doing that. In the first batch of commissioners appointed as well, some of you will agree with me that I appointed people who didn't work with me at all. Some people that didn't work with me, but it's all part of the conciliation process that we've set in motion.
His Excellency, you did promise uninterrupted power supply for quite some time. The power is uninterrupted. What is the problem?
Well, but you agree with me that the power has improved considerably since I came. But the uninterrupted power supply is something that needs to be fine-tuned. Right now we're in the process of fine-tuning, and I can assure you, you can ask me this question again before Christmas, just before Christmas. I want to assure you that this question will not come up again. We've had some issues with contractors. Contractors give you deadlines, and you go out and tell the people based on what the contractor tells you. But unfortunately, sometimes the contractors don't really meet up the deadline, and then you cannot go back again and explain to the people that sorry, the contractor did not meet up the deadline. But of course, what you can see here is that there is clear work going on. I mean, you will agree with me if you go there, the work is still ongoing, and that is what should encourage you. And I have gotten a firm date from them now, and before December, definitely that dream will be achieved.
Yeah, Your Excellency, talking about projects and completion, the October commissioning timeline is almost very near. What is the situation and where you went on inspection on some projects recently? Are we good to go?
Yeah, well, it's still the issue with contractors. In fact, today I went to a site and I wasn't too satisfied. But you can see when you go to the site that the contractor is putting in best endeavor. You can see it. I mean, so you really cannot say this contractor is not working. But they give you a time and you announce it, and they are working, but they can't meet up. What are you going to do? We've paid all the money. We are not owing them. The contractors, you can check with them. We are not owing them. They are working, but it's just unfortunate. They say, oh, there was rain yesterday, they couldn't work. Oh, there was stoppage time yesterday, they couldn't work. And there's nothing we can do about it. But for me, it's still very important to set deadlines because it makes you work harder. So we'll continue to work harder. You see that all the projects that we promised are either finished or ongoing. So for me, that is what should satisfy Bayelsans. If they go to the site and they see that contractors are moved out of site, then I think we have an issue. But contractors are working, and you can see that they are seriously working. And these are constraints that are beyond me. Because if a contractor tells me in a meeting that he's going to deliver this project at so time, and he can do it, then I go out and I tell people, if the contractor cannot deliver, and I can see that the contractor is on site, I cannot now, because he didn't meet the deadline, take him out of the site because he's still doing well. So for me, these are, not cast in stone. You must take it like that. There are human elements, so we must take it like that. But the most important thing is that all the jobs that we promised are very well, very much on track.